Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again. Run it back again. I'm on my face, bumping, and I've been taking something, and I'm about to run it. I'm got this place jumping. I'm on my face, bumping, and I've been taking something, and I'm gotta do it.
Right, hello YouTube, JC Sim Gaming here. Gonna be an ATS today. We're gonna be back in our Rack Stretches series with JC Trucking. So I've pretty much given up on the driving academy. It's just not gonna happen. So now it's having some issues with the game. It wasn't liking me, etc., etc. So we're just gonna go ahead and hit the ground running in this. So pretty much we're gonna hard economy, realistic kind of economy. I've already accepted a quick job load here. So we're gonna be taking a FracTank here from New Orleans out over to Beaumont, in this beautiful little Mack right here, this burgundy Mack. So without further ado, let's get into this and get rocking here. Oops, let me adjust my seats and get my stuff all set up. Yeah, I don't like this. This is one thing I don't like about this truck, but go ahead and get both those set up there. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it here and get driving. So this Mack doesn't even have a little GPS marker mark to it. So let's go ahead and try to get out of here. Yeah, so video that I loaded about a channel update, that's still holding on tight. There's a lot, like I said in that video, there's a lot of changes that are going to be coming to the channel here pretty quick. Some of the stuff I'm just honestly just waiting on tax return to come in so I can start getting some of the stuff that I need. One of the things is going to be a farm stick. I'm going to get another farm stick for farming sim. I'm also going to get a different shift knob for ATS. Right now I have the G926 or something like that, steering wheel and shift knob combo. That I'm going to keep that. I'm just going to go ahead and buy a different knob for my shifter. This one that gives me where I can go to high and low a lot easier than what I have now. So, but we're just gonna play with it as it is. Eventually, I'm gonna also get a new chair for my desk, but that'll come with time. Let me see. I don't know why that. All right. There we go. So the audio there for a minute wasn't picked up on the game. Why? Honestly, don't know. It just did its thing. So the whole premise of this series is going to be pretty much just to see how far I can make it in life as a semi-truck driver. I'm going to cut off the cop did not want to let me go there for a minute. Yeah, but it's just okay. They ran into me, but all right. But yeah, it's just get the ball rolling, get driving here. See how far we can make it, if we can become successful and make our own business, our own legacy kind of thing. So there's been a lot of YouTubers that do a lot of different things with like a Rack Stretches kind of theme. My whole premise with this is I'm going to drive, do quick jobs until I can start making it my own, make it out of my own. I might go work for a company. I got the real companies in, mod in. So I might go work for a company for a little while. But that's not the whole premise of this. So with ATS, I've been driving ATS for over a year now. We've got over 100, almost 200 hours in game. This I had reshade put in, but reshade kind of started acting a fool, and I think it had to do with a different mod that I had installed. So next episode I might try to put reshade back in, just to see how it works, see if it works without the mod that I had installed, that I didn't realize that I had installed, and see if it works better than what it was. Kind of try to make things look a lot more realistic in the game, even though the base game like it is right now is beautiful by itself. We've also got in here realistic traffic lights and traffic signals. So that's the timing on that, as well as longer trains. We've also got the municipality mod, which has the different states and cities, the actual liveries for them. Right now we're in Louisiana, and so right now it's only Louisiana State Police that's in here, because it hasn't been quite updated yet, I don't believe, as of this recording. But hopefully here soon it'll get updated to where we'll be able to have Baton Rouge, New Orleans, all that, the actual liveries on the vehicles. This series, it's also going to be a very realistic series, so we're going to try to do the speed limit, not get traffic tickets, things like that, follow the road laws. Something that I've done in the past where just kind of drive around, and just drive around, not really be realistic at all with it, just kind of fun, drive around, speed around kind of thing. That's not what the series is going to be about. Like I said, this is a very realistic series, so we're just going to take it slow, take it easy, and just make our way through the progression of the game. This game is constantly updated. Right now, we're on game build 1.58, which is the most recent update, which made the UI a lot different, a lot better. And I actually like this UI that it has down there in the corner. In comparison to what they used to have. That was the most unfriendly, just non-legitimate looking thing in the world. big things with this and why we're starting in Louisiana is because a lot of my family is actually from Louisiana. So I spent a lot of summers when I was a kid in Louisiana. So these roads are very familiar. But I was born in Texas, so a lot of my stuff I just try to stay near and dear to Texas. So like where we're coming into right now in this area, I've actually haven't drove, but I've been passenger quite a few times through here. And it's I-10 through Louisiana is very just straight shot through side streets. And very monotonous. The same thing. But that's what Louisiana is. Now, ATS, one of the big things with ATS is I'm going to try to primarily do live streams. It's just going to really depend on the video length and how long it is. So as we start progressing and we start getting longer and longer loads that take a lot longer duration of driving, I might split them up between videos, or I might do live stream, just a long live stream for it. I really haven't quite figured out exactly how I'm going to fully do ATS, but as time progresses, we'll get there. So right now we're coming into Lafayette, Louisiana. Nice little, quaint little small town. Lake Charles, Alexandria. It'll be our third city out of 8 for the game for Louisiana. My family's actually from this area of Louisiana itself, so I can say with a pretty good amount of certainty this is very realistic. So honestly, this is more realistic than Texas, in my opinion, the Louisiana DLC. So one other thing, now that I'm thinking about it, I do have every state DLC that ATS has released so far. I plan on trying to keep up with that as they release more and more. I'll try to get them. I don't have every DLC that they have, but I have a pretty good amount of them. Like I said, ATS, this is one of my favorite games. I just haven't fully figured out how I'm going to do this with the channel. It's like I've already said, it's going to depend a lot on the length of the video. For the most part, it's probably, if it's a video, it's going to probably be unedited, and it's just going to be us kind of driving through the area. I'll try to have background music or something like that going to it as well through our quiet times when it's no talking. Fuel. Okay, I didn't realize that they didn't give me a lot of fuel here. So let's come in here. Okay. Does Lake Charles not have a fuel station? Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to come down here. We're gonna have to come make a pit stop, it looks like. because there's no fuel anywhere nearby. It's pretty relative easy to get to. So we're gonna go ahead and come up here. We're gonna make the exit, not this exit, but the next exit. Because apparently I'm running out of fuel and didn't realize that I ran out of fuel. Oops. They changed a lot of stuff on here. Oh. Oh, sorry. Maybe shouldn't have been there. So yeah, like I said, this is also updated now. I haven't even really gone through the edit through to figure out what all was updated. So okay. Interesting, okay. Interesting. Oh, that's how they have it changed up, okay. I don't know what any of that is, but well, that's interesting, okay. That's good, okay. Okay. Right now we're gonna try to go get some fuel real quick because we won't make it down to Beaumont, on the fuel that we have right now. So let's come through Lake Charles here real quick, get some fuel in Lake Charles. just turned off there. Okay, we're gonna be pulling up here to get some gas. Okay, up here. Stop here. Put in the parking brake, do that. And let's get some gas real quick. And then we can get out of here again. Just give this a full tank. Alright, full tank, park brake off, engine on. Let's get going. Let's get back out there, get to Beaumont here. So, really for these individual loads like that, it doesn't matter about. Make sure you fill up the truck all the way. Me, I just like doing it that way. Just a lot better, a lot easier. But once I get my own truck, definitely going to be even more prevalent to be doing that. Hopefully, I'm hoping it won't take that long to get me my own truck. But time will tell. We'll just see how it works. I'm not going to try to take out any loans or anything like that. I'm just going to kind of naturally let it flow, get there. Like I said, we'll end up doing live streams and stuff here too with this, so. Okay, thank you semi-truck for pulling out, trying to pull out right in front of me. That big guy. Yeah, for me, I don't know what kind of truck I'm going to be going for, whether I'm going to go, one of the trucks that I like the most is a Western Star. So I might try to go that route first. If not, I love Macks. It's just that they're kind of horrible with their mirror placement. I might go see if I don't know if I have the mod enabled that brings the mirrors forward more. So I'll go see if I have that. If I don't have that enabled, I'll enable it for sure. Because I love Macks. They're one of my favorites. Or a Peterbilt. Really, any of the trucks that are in this game I like. Internationals, kinda. International likely is probably gonna be our first truck anyway. We'll just see what happens with it. But anyways, let's get back to this. Let's get going. Try to get to Beaumont, finish this load. 210 here. Alright, going over Lake Charles here. That's the river, Calcasieu River. Ah, the graphics are beautiful in this game. I love this game with the graphics. Right, and now we're coming into Texas here. Take a couple pictures here. Alright, now we're in Texas, guys. Exit here soon because we're within 20 miles of the destination, guys. So let's keep going here. Don't know why those vehicles never got the chance to go, but hey, whatever floats the boats. cut the grass here a little bit. But you know how it goes with the semi truck if you don't make the turn wide enough. Right, and now we're coming into Beaumont. Now we've discovered Beaumont. Just get over a lane here. Stop. And we're gonna go ahead and turn. Cop wants to get mad at me for turning on a red. He can get mad at me for turning on a red. port here where we need to be dropping this thing off at. Okay. Thank you for opening for me, man. Alright, come in here, do the security checkpoint real quick. Go ahead and do the security checkpoint. Alright, and we're good, and let's go get this dropped off up here at the BP. Coming up in here. Let's stop. Let's see where they want this at. Yeah, they want it there. No, thank you. I'm not gonna go try to do that. Alright. Let's go drop this off. They want that in a spot that's gonna be a pain in the what to try to get to. So we're gonna go and drive around. Right up in here. It's gonna be right here. Right. And oop. I can throw it in reverse real quick because it's gonna let me do it. Yep, right there. All right. Break that. And T. Let it get unattached here. Right, excellent. So, get moving here. We're gonna be level 2 now, a newbie. Continue. Alright, we got skill points here. So, one of the things that I like to do is I like to do get these long distances first, because I like you get deliveries up to 400 miles away, plus a 5% higher reward when delivering distances over 250 plus 25 experience bonuses over. So go ahead and apply that, and that's where we're gonna go ahead and end this episode today, everyone. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see y'all on the next level.